Yeah, hi team. Good morning.
Yeah, good
Hi,
morning, Mira.
Mira. Good morning.
Okay, so we can start 2 minutes. Okay, so we can start.
Yes, Mira.
Okay, so let me share my screen. So any questions, first of all, yesterday I have shared IAM blog. So if you are interested to learn IAM in little advanced level, just go through the blog. You will get everything from that. And so today we'll discuss and start, Linux classes. So I think Linux is nothing but in our DevOps and cloud perspective, we have to understand the important commands, the regular practice what we are doing in the Linux instances. So we can discuss those commands, and even I will share the sheet. You also practice parallelly. So I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. So first we have to understand the architecture of Linux. So this is very important to understanding how Linux will work and all. So here, if you can see, so we have a different layers. The first layer is hardware, and like next layer is kernel, and shell and application. So let's focus here. Okay, Linux introduction. So 99% companies, 99% projects. So we are deploying application on Linux servers only. Okay. So yeah, the reason we'll discuss now. So compare it to the Windows. Okay, compare it to the Windows. So Linux is we can deploy application quickly. So and coming to the security in terms of security and some advantages we have here using Linux compared to the Windows. So first we can understand. So the father of the Linux. So who creator of the Linux? So Linus Torvalds. Yeah, Linux Torvalds is the person, the creator of Linux. Okay, in 1969. Okay, 1969. So the main advantage of Linux. So why people are and all companies are that are implementing the applications in only Linux operating system. We have a Windows operating system. We have a Mac operating system. But why? So the first reason only security. In terms of security, Linux will give more secure, offers more security. Okay. So in terms of security, Linux will give more security. Okay. And first of all, the very important thing is Linux is open source, free of cost. Open source platform. Okay. Open source platform. Yeah. And it will Linux supports multi allows to work multi users. Let me change multi users. So we see one Linux instance, number of people can connect and work it. So it will support allow to multiple users. And so the main important thing is allows suitable for automations, suitable for main automations. Unlike Windows, not required any antivirus protections. So many advantages we can discuss. So we get more efficiency finally. So we have a lot of, so mainly the IT people, the industry. So Linux will provide the best in terms of security. So that's what we are using. Linux is a platform to deploy our projects instead of Windows. And yes, it will in terms of automation, the scripting and security and antivirus protections and efficiency in terms of open source. So we have a lot of advantages. And so first we have to understand the Linux. The only disadvantage is it's not user friendly like a Windows. That is the only disadvantage in the Linux. Okay, so these are the advantages. So the first important step is we have to understand the architecture of Linux. Let's understand now. So the architecture. So we have some layers. First is application layer, shell, and kernel, and hardware. Okay. Yeah. So first one is applications layer and outer layer is next is shell and kernel and hardware. So first we have to understand in this. So what is shell? So what is shell? So here, so the shell is works like interface between user program and hardware of the system Okay, this is very important. So for example, if we don't have any shell, so as we know, so the system hardware can understand only binary language. So the binary language means someone has to convert your high level language, human language to mission understandable language. That is binary language. So here shell is help to convert your language. Okay, convert your language high level to very low level. Mission understandable language to human language to mission understandable language and vice versa. So here, let's just a minute. Getting some call. Okay, guys, sorry. So now, okay. So we have to understand here what is shell. So the user going to perform anything. The user is going to perform anything from here. So to access some application, to run this application, the background hardware is required to run this application. Okay. So your request will go to system through shell. So your request, as per your request, the shell will convert your language to mission understandable language, and it will give the return back, and it will convert into human language and give the response back. So, but yes, this is okay. So shell helps here convert high level language to low level language. So vice versa. Okay. Your shell helps convert high level language to low level language. So as I said, whatever application request if you raise, okay, so the request will go to first shell. So here shell will help, okay, to convert human language to mission understandable language, and again the response back mission understandable language to human language. But here, so one more entry is there, that is kernel. Okay, the kernel. What kernel will do here? So kernel will do here hardware management, guys. Kernel will do here hardware management. So as per your request, how much RAM is required for your request? Okay, how much RAM is required for your request? It will take you and it will give to back to your application. So here we have to understand one thing. So if we don't have any kernel, so the hardware management is not possible to give back. So how much RAM is required for your application? So what we can understand completely here. See, as per the requirement, how much RAM is required, how much CPU is required, the kernel will take care here and give to back to shell. So here important thing is shell will give the response to kernel only, not directly hardware. Okay, shell gives the response to kernel only. So kernel receives the request from shell and process the applications for the required hardware and CPUs. So this is shell. And now kernel. And now kernel. So what is kernel here? Yeah. So what is kernel here? So here kernel is responsible for hardware management. So as per the request, how much RAM is required? Okay, as per the request, how much RAM is required? It will allow to shell. So kernel receives the response. Kernel receives the request okay. Yeah, kernel receives the request from shell and gives back request to shell back with required resources for applications. Okay, so kernel receives the request from shell and gives back the request to shell with required resources for application. So in terms, we can understand kernel is taking care of hardware management. So in the hardware, as we know, depends on your size of the hardware. We have a CPUs and the RAM and hard disk. HDs. So here, so in this hardware it will be there. Yeah. So here we have one more layer. Application layer is nothing but your application will run in this layer only. And application layer. So application layer is nothing but where we can deploy our application. Okay, where we can deploy our application is called application layer. And next, utilities. So utilities is nothing but, so we are executing some commands, right? Right, whatever commands, the touch and Linux commands, touch and mkdir, and creating a directory and creating a files, and we are downloading some repositories from external, whatever the Linux entire operation, the required commands, right? So to required commands, we need the background some utilities to run those commands. So those utilities we can store here in the utilities layer. So required packages. To run few commands. So stores required packages to run few commands. Run commands. So those can store into utility layer. Whatever command. So the Linux commands, I think couple of commands, VI commands and those commands we can. So to execute those commands into Linux instance, Linux server, first we should have those respective utilities. We should have those respective packages in utilities layer. So this is complete, just very high level the architecture, what and all layers we have, application layer, shell and kernel and hardware. So to run this application, we needed some hardware. That hardware will provide by kernel. To understand kernel can understand only binary language. So in U and kernel, we needed some shell to convert your request to kernel. So here shell will convert high level to low level to high level. So this is entire just very high level architecture of the Linux. So in the Linux, the one very important one is folder structure. So if we know the folder structure, so we can easily understand so where we are in the which terminal you are and everything. So if you can see, you just go through it, the statements, the kernel is a compute program and central operating system. It manages computer hardware and most notable memory and means hardware management. So shell is an environment which we can run our commands, programs, and shell scripts. It uses the interface access to operating system, user interface, program execution, and your hardware. So these are the things what we have in that. So just go through it here if you are interested here. So this is the important one. So guys, to work with Linux, we have two options. The one is, so as we discussed the virtualization concept, my end already Oracle VirtualBox is there. So from this Oracle VirtualBox, you can create a one VM. Okay, you can create a one VM. So these are my VMs. Let me remove these VMs. So if you want to create any Linux machine to Windows Server, we already discussed that there is a hypervisor concept. In the hypervisor concept, so we can create one more server, one more VM. So one more VM into the Windows Server by adding hypervisor concepts. So here we can go with new. So new means I'm creating a new server, VM. So here you have to select the operating system, right? The reason the virtualization concept, so OS is not depends on your host mission. So only hardware will share the from the host mission. What mission you are going to create, which server you are going to create. First, you need to download the ISO image from the respective uh, uh, the Ubuntu means Ubuntu ISO image you have to download and give the path here into your system. So this is I have already installed Ubuntu ISO image from my local. So I'm going to create a Ubuntu server now by using this ISO image. And next, if you can go, so this is my username and password. You can change your username and password here. Okay, if required, you can change here, whatever username is required and password. Let me change here server, yeah, and go to next. So hypervisor is nothing but sharing the hardware, right? So and creating a one VM by sharing the hardware of host mission, right? But operating system is not sharing. That's what operating system I have installed. I mean, downloaded from the Google and giving while creating a server. See, it is same like a ESOT instance creation only. While creating ESOT instance, we are attaching IS also AMI image, right? So the Amazon mission image is nothing but here also ISO image. It contains operating system. So the next, if you can go hardware. So how much hard disk is required? So these resources we have to provide from our local server, I mean, laptop. It will share the hardware from here. And next. So, okay, my mission OS is ready, hardware is ready. Okay. and the authentication username password is ready. Now simply you can go. So click finish the server. So it will take some time to initialize the process. Once it is start the initializing done, you can connect the server and you can give the username password and you can start the practice here also. But my recommendation is there. My recommendation is instead of creating servers, Ubuntu server or Linux server on your local laptop. So if you create any VM here, your system performance will reduce. The reason this VM consumes some hardware from your local laptop. So instead of doing that, directly you can take cloud server. Okay. So if you want to do the practice, you can take directly cloud server. You can start your practice like after creating ESUT instance, you can connect the instance, you can run the Linux commands to practice. So for example, if I go to instances, okay, yeah, I go to instances. So here I'm going to connect any one of the server. Okay, let's go to other region. Our actual region is US West. So here we can create a one Linux server and you can start the practice. So any commands you can run, just practice the Linux commands too. Yeah, I'm just connecting my ESUT instance here. Yeah, bash and host public server I'm connecting here. Connect. Okay, so whenever you can connect the server, so you are in EC2 user. Okay, you are an EC2 user inside. So just understand by seeing this folder structure, you will get a clarity now. Yeah. So this is super user, guys. Super user having full permissions. And if you go inside the super user, so we have a different folder structure. Boot is for bootloader files, etc is for just configuration files, home is for user home directories. I mean, if you create any user, those users will store inside the home only. And this is root home directory and opt dev variables bin as bin user. So these are default folder structure to work Linux server, to start the Linux server, to work the Linux server, to run the Linux commands. So these configurations files are required, the background. So whenever you can create a Linux server, these are all folder structure will create by default. But here our focus is home directory. Home directory is nothing but inside home directory. If you create any users, users will store inside the home directory only. So whenever create a server, so we can see here two type of users, root user and normal user. Root user having full permissions by default. Normal users, if root will give the permissions, normal users also work like root users. So here what we need to understand. So home path is nothing but, you are stored inside the only. Okay. So users are stored inside the home path only. In that case, okay. So this is EC2 is a user, not a root. So definitely EC2 user is created inside the home path only. So first, for example, so now login as a user, right? If you want to switch to root from the user, so you have to give. Okay, so you have to give. My Ubuntu machine is, I think, ready now. That's what. Anyway, getting some notifications. Okay, so here, if you want to switch user to root, you have to run this command sudo su hyphen. Okay, see, whenever you can run the command, now you are in the root. Now you are in the root means not here. Root means not here. You are here now. Here. Root home directory now you are. So just now you switch from home user directory to root directory. So usually we can create the files, our required files. We can start our operations, any operations like, application deployments and all we can do inside the root only. Okay, anyway. So then what is this? This is super user. For example, if I run ls, nothing is there. Okay, one key is there. I think I have created. Let me remove this key. Okay, keep as is, no problem. So I have uploaded this key in the root yesterday from S3 bucket. That's what we can see here anyway. So if I give ls, only some file is there. So this is root. Now, if you want to switch again user, okay, if you want to switch again user, so you can give su hyphen ec2 hyphen user. Okay, otherwise you can, sorry. So again, you can connect like a user. su hyphen ec2 hyphen user, sudo su hyphen login like a root, su hyphen ec2 hyphen username is ec2 hyphen user, right? ec2 hyphen user. Again, go to ec2 hyphen user. Again, if you want to go root, sudo su hyphen go to root. So here, if you can give exit, also you can directly come to ec2 user. So if you are in the root, if you want to switch back to ec2 user, you can run exit command directly. Anyway, so the important point is here. So if I want to check my default folder structure, the default folder structure is there inside the super user. So the home and home, root home and slash home, slash root, slash opt, these are all inside of the super user only. See, inside of the super user only, these folder structures are there, right? So now if I want, I'm now here. So if I want to check, if I want to go this path, I have to back one step. I have to come one step back. If you want to go one step forward, you can go here. Now I'm here, right? If you want to go here, you have to come one step back. In this case, you have to run one step back, cd double dot, cd double dot. Okay, first we have to go exit from the user and sudo su hyphen. Now I'm in the root home directory. I'm in the now root home directory is nothing but now I'm here. So I want to go one step back to here, forward slash root directory, super user. In this case, one step back, if you want to go, so in line X, you have to give cd dot dot. So if you can give, see, one step back. So now you are here. Not home. Tilt indicates home directory. Forward slash indicate super user directory. So now if I give ls, see, now if I give ls, I can see all the folders, right? All the folders. The reason now you are inside, now you are here. Now you are here so that you can able to see all the files, I mean directories. So again, if you want to go, if you want to switch here, so this is home directory, this is super user directory. If you want to go one step forward, you have to go home directory. Tilt indicates home directory, right? So simply you can give, so your root directory is before you are here. One step back means exit from these directories, you are now super user. That's what you are able to see here, all the folders. Okay. Now again, I want to go inside this root directory. So give cd root. See again, now I'm inside the root home directory. Now again, I want to, if I give ls, see, There is no any default folder structure. Default folder structure is not there in the home directory. This is tilt. Default folder structure there in the / super user. So again, I'm now here. If I want to if I want to go one step back, now I'm here, right? If I want to go one step back, you just come here, cd dot dot, go cd dot dot. So again, I'm in the super user. Again, you can see ls. So root is in super user directory. So that root can see all the directories. Even if required, root can create any directory inside directories also. And now EC2 user also will check, will switch to super user directory and check all these directories. Now I will do that operation. CD dot dot. If I give CD dot dot, for example, see, I'm here only, right? If I give CD dot dot, I've already given CD dot dot is nothing but one step back, right? Nothing is there here. That's what still you are here only. If you're here, if you give CD dot dot, you can come here. But now you are here. If you give CD dot dot, nothing is there here. That's what still you are in the same location. See, CD dot dot, if you can give also, you are in the same location. That's what it is indicating, same position. So how to go one step forward? So you have to give the simply path CD where you are going to, where you want to switch, root or OPT or SRV or system. If you want to switch OPT, give OPT only. You are in the OPT now. You can come back. You are in the super user. So same thing I can create any file here or directory also. In the Linux, if you want to create directory, you have to give mkdir command. So mkdir command is used to create a one directory. So directory name you can give anything. So directory is nothing but folder. In Linux, we can call directory. So mkdir demo ls. See, demo already created here now. This is not default directory. Just now I have created. This is the created directory inside the super user. But this is not at all recommended. System configurations folders, these are directories. So you are not supposed to do any creations and all in the same directory. So remove this from here. How to remove in the Linux? rm-rf demo. So delete it. So like that. So we will discuss all the important commands. So these are the important commands, what you need to perform here. So these are the commands and how to run along with the screenshots also here. So we can do parallelly. Okay, let's go now. Yeah. So now I'm here, right? First, we need to understand how to switch root to EC2 user, how to switch user to root and go to specific path and all, what is CD double, CD dot dot, CD single dot and everything. CD single dot is nothing but current directory only. You are in the same directory only. CD dot dot is nothing but change directory to one step back. Two dots is nothing but. Okay. So I'm the root now. I want to switch like a EC2 user. So you are in the super user of root account. You can switch directly here su hyphen EC2 hyphen user. Try to switch here. See, sorry. Yeah. If you can see, I switch to, I log in as a now EC2 user. Till now login as a root. Now I log in as a EC2 user. Now I'm here. Now I'm here inside home directory. Users, if you create any user, so whenever you can create a Linux instance from the AWS, one user will be created, that is EC2 user. AWS by default will create that user, that is EC2 user. So that EC2 user, when I say users, the home directory, we have a home directory, right? Home directory stores the users. In this case, if you go to home directory, we can see the EC2 user. Okay. So as we discuss, users will be stored in home directory, right? So my EC2 user is here now. So now, if you give pwd command, present working directory, see, my user is there inside home, inside EC2 user. So here, Any users are going to store inside home directory only. Inside home directory only. So whenever I create a launch and EC2 instance, one EC2 user will be created. So users are stored inside home only. So now if you give pwd command is nothing but present working directory. It will print along with the path. So my EC2 user, I'm in the EC2 user, but that EC2 user there in this home path. So it will print along with the path. That's what. So we are inside of the home, inside of the EC2 user. So again, so you have login as a EC2 user, right? So now you can go one step back. So one step back means, see, EC2 user there inside the home only, right? That's what. Now you are here. Okay. Now we can give one more step back. CD dot dot. See, now you are here. See, EC2 user there inside the home directory. Inside the home directory, one step back means home directory. One more step back means here. So now you are here. Now you are here. Give ls. See, like root also, EC2 user also able to see the default folder structure. Now let's going to create one directory mkdir demo. See, permission denied. The reason EC2 is a just user, not like a root. Root can create anything in the default folder structure, but not user. If you want to create anything, you just switch to here to root and you can run. I mean, by default, Linux systems supposed to run all the commands under root only, not EC2 user. So again, you are in the EC2 user, right? Now you are here. Now you are here, EC2 user here, not root. So if you want to switch root again, you can go simply su hyphen, sorry, sudo su hyphen. See, again you log in as a root. So now you are here. This is very important. This you are here. Okay, this is the story how to switch user and root and all. So now, okay, let's start small commands like mkdir is the creation of folder, like cd is the changing directory, and yeah, ls is the list objects. So now, so I'm going to create a one directory here, ls. Okay, mkdir to create a directory, mkdir. So I'm going to create a test directory. ls, see, I have created one folder test. So folder created by root. So that's what if I give ls, you are able to see test is there. Now, if you can switch from here to EC2 user, what is the command? su-ec2 user, EC2-user, or you can give directly exit command also. So I'm an EC2 user. If you give ls, so there is no test. The reason you have created test under root account only, not an EC2 user. So again, you can switch to sudo su hyphen. So again, I'm in the root folder only. So now again, you can check. So your directory is there. Now I want to create one file inside the test directory. So create a file in Linux, we are using touch command. Touch file one means one file will be created. lsc file one is created. So I want to copy or I want to create one more file inside a test directory. I want to create file inside test directory. So what you need to do, first switch to a test directory. How to switch? By using cd command, change directory, give test. So you are inside test path now. So your requirement is what? Create a file inside the test, right? Now you are inside the test, right? Create a file here. Touch file 2. ls. See, file 2 is there inside the test. Again, if you switch back, if you want to go one step back, so if you want to go here the home directory, cd dot dot, one step back. Now you are here. Give ls. See, you are able to see for test directory, and the file is created inside test directory. If you want to check inside file 2 you have created, right? If you want to check the file 2, again you have to switch cd test and give ls to list the objects. See, file 2 is there. Again come back cd dot dot, again you are in the home directory. Give ls, see, I'm able to see the things. So here touch command is to use to create a file. mkdir command is to use to create a directory, and ls is to list the files, and cd is to change the directory. Cd dot dot is for one step back, and root to ec2 user to switch su hyphen ec2 user. If you want to switch to ec2 user to root, sudo su hyphen. So, and if you want to create any directory inside the default directory, you have to switch to super user. Home directory to super user, you have to give one step back, and you can create. Root can create, but ec2 user not create. So till here, I hope you clear. And next, yeah, any questions?
Veera, I have a question.
Yeah.
In real time, where we are going to deploy our application in root user or like in super user?
No super user. Super user is to just to work your Linux environment. These many directs are required. You are not supposed to create anything here. This is super user path. So you have to go inside root here. For that, give root. So here only we are going to work everything. Or ec2 user home path. You should do in home path only, this path only, not this path. If you create anything, if you are creating from this path, whatever you are going to create, it will be added along with the existing list. So you are not supposed to disturb this list. So I have to go inside the root here. Inside the root home directory, you can start the process. If you want to check here ec2 user, you have to go home path. See, users are created inside the home path. For example, cd home. See, if I try to give cd home, it is not possible. No such file directory. So you are inside the home, not inside this path. If you are inside this path, you can give directly cd home. So for example, if you give ls, see, home is not there inside, right? You are in the home directory. You are already inside home, inside ec2 user. You have, sorry, here, you have here.
మనం రూట్ లో ఉంటే హోమ్ లో ఉన్నట్టేనా? I'm
So
sorry.
you have, yeah, no problem. So you have to check this symbol. This symbol indicates home directory, root home directory. This is, you are in the root home path. So if you are in this path, you are in the root super user path. So if you are in the root super user path, means you can see all the list of directories, but you are not supposed to create anything under super user. You have to go root home and create here. So how to go here? So for example, now you are here only. To come back one step, you will come here, cd dot. So you are here. So if you create anything here, your directories will be added here only along with this. So not correct. So go to root home directory, means you are in the root super user directory. Root super user directory to root home directory, just go cd root. Sorry. cd. You can give root also, no problem. Like this. Okay, your root super user directory before, now root home directory. So if you want to go easy to home directory, so users are there inside home directory, right? Simply you can go like this also. cd home. Yeah, you have to give /. Why? You are here. To go here, you have to give /. You are in the home directory now. So give cd. So now we are in the cd home. If I give ls, see, ec2 user is there inside the root home directory. Now, if you want to log in as a directly user, not root, what you need to do? Simply su hyphen ec2 user. I want to log in as a ec2 user now. You are the ec2 user. Same operations we can perform. You are in the ec2 user means home directory means this level. Inside home, you have EC2 user. You are login as a user, not login as a root. So again, give ls. Okay. If you want to go one step back, see, you are in the home directory. The reason users are there inside the home. That's what home directory is there. Again, give one step back. Now you go to super user. The reason, see here. Yeah. So, yeah. So inside home directory only, EC2 user or any user if you can create, those users will be created inside the home directory only. But root is not inside the home directory. Root is parallel in the as a directory. Work like a separate directory. This is root home directory. But user home directory means inside home directory only users we can see. So that's what if you want to access EC2 user, if you give any if you give any ls command, we can see directly EC2 user is there inside the home only. Now EC2 user login as a super user. Now give ls, say everything is safe. Now if I want to switch to home directory, you can give directly tilde symbol or you can give home directory. ls, see, user details are there inside the home directory. And this EC2 user login as a EC2 user and user details store inside the home directory. Earlier, you have login as a root directory. Inside home, we can see user details. So both, see what we can understand here. I will show you one thing later. Copy. Yeah. So these are the directories inside the super user only. So here, these directories, root is here /. So root under /, these directories are there. Okay. Now EC2 user also can check all the folder structures, but EC2 user also go inside the super user. Same, if you create any user, for example, user one also, if you go, user one also can see all the folder structure. But root only permissions there to do any modifications inside. These are accessing user level, EC2 user level only, but no permissions to modify anything in these files except root. Okay. Now the respect to these three also home paths are there. Home path is nothing but this is / directory here. Home path is nothing but root. We have a separate home path. See, this is root home path. But users, there is no any separate home path. Users are there inside home, and inside here users can store. Okay. So this is /. Yeah. And here we have directly root home directory. Okay. And inside users can store inside home path only. This is home path inside EC2-user. So user stores in this path. Okay. Root is separate home directory, not part of home directory. Okay. So now if you are in the home directory, if you want to come one step back, so you are in /. Directory having all permissions to check all the folder structures. Root will come directly one step back, means super user, but EC2 user has to go 2 steps back to go super user. The reason in between we have a home directory. the user user. So this entire system, we can log in as a, again, user or root. Or if any user is created, the user also can access like this. Okay. So now again, if you can go, see, I'm in EC2 user, login as a EC2 user inside the home directory. Home directory inside users information is there, right? See EC2 user. If I go one step back, EC2 user can see super user ls. Now I want to log in as a root. Simply sudo su -1 login as a root. I want to log in as EC2 user. su EC2 user. Like this. Okay. So the commands touch and mkdir and ls, and now we can see copy command and move command. These are very important. Then we can use. Again, I switch to root. Okay, now I'm the root. So copy command. What is copy command? We can see now. So my file one is there. My file one is there inside the root directory, root home directory, right? Inside the root home directory, my file one is there. Test key, my custom key is there. Test directory is there. Here blue color indicates folders and white color indicates files. So now I want to move this file one into inside the test directory or copy or move. First we can see copy command, then we can go for move command. So first if we can go for cd test, is there any files are there? How to go cd test? We can give the cd command. Now you can give, so file 2 is there. If I want to delete the file, you can give rm-rf file 2. If you give like this, file will be deleted, ls. rm-rf command we can give to delete anything. So now inside test, nothing is there, right? You can come one step back, ls. So my requirement is to, I want to copy this file from here to here. Okay. Here we need to understand two things. To give the copy command, first we can give cp. Copy command is nothing but cp and give your file one. So copy the file one to which directory? Test directory. Inside test directory is there, right? If you give like this and give ls, file one is there. cd test, file one is there. See here, source file, here your target directory. So inside directory it will move automatically. Okay. And ls, see file one is there. If you come back one step, see you are in the home directory, give here. File one also here also there and insert test also there. The reason I'm using copy command, not move command. And again, I switch to test ls. So again, I'm going to remove the file one. ls, nothing is that. cd is one step back to go home path. So give ls. So here my file one is there. Now I'm going to move, not copy. Move command. So mv. Copy command cp. So mv command file one. Give test. See done. Now give ls. See file one not there here. File one moved, not copied, moved. So how to check test directory file is moved or not? First you have to switch to test directory. How to switch? By using change directory. cd test. Give ls. See inside my file one is there. So by using move command, you can move the file one place to other place also. Okay. And also we can use same mv command. We can rename the file also. By using mv command, we can rename the file. So for example, let me create a one file. How to create a file? By using touch command. Touch file 100 ls. So file 100 is there, right? If I want to change the rename the file, I can use same mv command. So file 100 So I'm going to rename it to file 200. ls. See, file 100 is changed to file 200. So for example, file 200 want to move inside test directory, same command you can use file. So here, if I type file, right, if you can give tab, automatically file 200 will come. No need to type every time. By starting F letter, nothing is there, only file is there. You can give, if you can type F and give the tab, file 200 will come. Now where I want to move this file, inside test directory. Okay, give like this way. ls. So file is not there. cd test ls, file 200 is here. Okay, come back here, ls. So here directory is there. So like that you can move copy file from one location to other location. You can rename the file name. By renaming also we can use the mv command. By moving also we can use the mv command. So how the system can understand mv, if you can use it, is renaming or move depends on your target. For example, ls mv my, if I give m and give tab, keeper will become automatically. So here, if you want to rename it, you can give the file name again, right? So the file name, if you can give, means system can understand, okay, it is a renaming. If I give directory name, okay, inside test already there, right? Okay, it is moving. Like the system can understand. When moving, when mv command work like a move and work like a rename. The completely depends on the action of the here, the target source. Okay, these are the mv commands, copy command, and touch command. And okay, till now, any questions? So that I will take 15 more minutes. Anyone having any questions?
Veera?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just need some clarification. Here, no, we are having root user and regular user, right? EC2 user.
Hmm.
So, for both the users, they will be having the home directory and super user directory, both, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and if we create any regular user, and they also will be having super user directory and home directory. So, will there be any any permission restriction on it or anything like that for other users to restrict them from changing the directories in the super user directory?
That is taking care only root,
Okay,
not user
and
one and user
got
user.
it. Got it. And is there any option for us to see now we are seeing the directories in home directory or in the inside the super directory, right? Is there any option to see like from the outside, like just to see the super user directory and home directory from the outside, not inside like each of them, like completely from the outside?
Outside means here.
Can you show the command line? Yeah. Here, in the last line, here we are having the root user IP address and tilt, right? So here we are in the home directory.
Exactly.
Yeah. If there is slash, we will be in the super user directory. So is there any option like we outside the this one, like outside tilt?
Outside tilt means, so you have to understand here. Now you are here, right?
Yeah.
So outside means you can come here only.
Okay. That is the last stage.
Yeah. From here,
Okay.
if you can check outside, nothing is there. That's what, if you are here, if I run cd dot command, you can come here.
Okay.
So if you give cd dot command, again, nothing is there. So still you are here only.
Okay.
So all users, first of all, root and home, everything there inside super users only. Okay.
Got it. Got it. Veera. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So ls. Okay. So we'll discuss 15 minutes more. Vi command, cat command. These two commands are very, very important. Vi command is nothing but, since so for example in the Windows, if I want to write any no, like a kind of note, something, just click here, open the file and write something here, and file, save the file. Okay. So this is, we are open new page and adding some content and save the file. The same thing in Linux also. We can open new page and add something and save the file. To open new page, you have to give vi editor, vi editor. So you have to give file name. So here in the Windows, so you can give the file name here. Save as means file name it will ask, And again, you can add the content every day. So you can save like that. Same here also. VI. I'm going to give my file name, test file. So if you give VI test file means it is taking you into the editor page like Notepad. You can type anything. Okay. So if you are unable to type, give I to insert. So insert. So you have to check if you are give insert only, you are able to type here something. Okay. For example, I'm going to type hello world. Okay. Now here, I want to save this content. I want to save this content means you have to give first escape. Insert will go now. Escape and shift colon WQ and exclamation. So if you can give like this and give enter, you will quit from the page and save this content. Again, if you can give the same command, see content will be stored already. How to add the content again? Give insert I. I means insert. I'm typing something, welcome India. So if you give like this, again, I want to save this content. I want to save this content means again, escape and give shift colon WQ exclamation. Again, quit and save and quit. And again, you can give again, it will take you in the same page. Now again, give insert and add something here. But this content, whatever content you have added now, you don't want to save that content. Same escape colon, no Q and exclamation. Don't give W. If you give W means it will save these changes. You don't want to save these changes. Give Q and give enter. Again go to page. See the content is not stored. Save here. WQ colon WQ exclamation. If you can give, save the content. Okay, and colon Q exclamation, it will quit the file without save. Okay. Okay, again you are here. So for example, if you want to check the content inside the test file, instead of giving VI, you can use cat command also. Cat, give T and tab. See, I'm able to read the command by using cat command. So by using VI also we can read, but it is take you into the VI editor. But here, no need to go inside the VI editor. From outside only you can see the content what you have added into that test file. Okay. So the cat command is used to read the content and also write the content also. For example, by using cat command also, I can create a file and add the content. See, cat, my end demo file is not there, right? If I give demo, okay, demo directory is there, right? It is taking, okay, cat, text. Okay, wait, touch, text. Let me check text is there or not. Yes, text is there. Now cat, if you give text, it will read the file. So nothing is there. No such, okay, sorry, wrong name I have given. Yeah, if I give text, see, nothing is there inside. That's what it is exiting. So I have created only file, right? Now I want to add the content inside the text. You can give the VI editor command, give the txt. It's taking you into the same editor, empty page. So give insert command. You can write something and exclamation and give W colon and WQ exclamation. So we can save the file and again read the file cat txt. See whatever content you have added here, we can see. And also we can override this content, or we can append this content by using cat command again. Cat is not only for read, we can append the content, we can override the content. For example, cat single greater than. If you use single greater than text, my file name, I'm going to add some content, existing one. If I give like this, so type something what you want to add. So I'm just typing here, hello, and enter, and quit here, Control C. Okay. Now you can read cat txt. See hello only there. Whenever you can use a single greater than, the existing one, whatever content is there, everything will be override with this content. So be careful. I can use double greater than. See here, if you use double greater than, so you can type world and give enter and Control C. Now read the file, cat text, hello world. Understand the difference here? If you use read the file, hello world is there. The reason, if you use the double greater than, it will append the world to existing hello. If you use the single greater than, override the existing content to hello. For example, hello world is there, right? For suppose, if I use single greater than again, text. If I use single greater than, give the something here, welcome, and give enter and Control C, and read the content again, text. See, only welcome is there. Hello world is override. The reason you are using single greater than. If I use double greater than, text. So if I give something India here, something, I'm using double greater than that, enter and Control C. Again, read up arrow. If you can give up arrow, we can see the previous commands. Up arrow, yeah. See, welcome India. If we use the double greater than, the content is going to append, single greater than is override. Without any greater than, is the read. Okay, like that we can use the cat. But make sure one thing, so if you use the cat double greater than text, okay, already welcome India is there, right? Now I'm going to add something. Okay, again, buy. If I give buy, so if you give Control C here, see, again check cat text, still welcome India is there. The reason, whatever, if you use single greater than or double greater than, if you want to add any content, add the content and give enter and skip the file. Okay, and Control C. Then only the content will be added. By default, the current line will skip. See, after enter only I skip here so that this content is added. Again, I'm going to add some content. We can. Okay. Oh, sorry. Control C. Cat. My file is text, right? So I'm going to write weekend. Now, after enter and then Control C. But if you give Control C here, this line will skip. So that's what the content will not be stored along with the existing one. It's still same content. This is skip. We can skip. Clear? The understanding of cat and VI, touch, work directory, mkdir, and switch user to root to user. So these are the important commands, and Monday we can discuss further few commands, and we can start from the chooser git. So any questions? Meanwhile, I will share this document to you. Please practice your end weekend. The list of commands. See ls, pwd, cd, mv, cp, rm, touch, cat, single greater than, double greater than, vi, to save the file, wq, to quit the file without save, colon q, and to clear the screen. So this we'll discuss in coming classes. So clear or any questions?
Yeah, Veera, I'm clear.
Why are we using exclamation mark in colon WQ? Colon WQ should be enough, right, for quit and
Yeah,
save?
enough. So
Yeah.
I think so. It depends on distribution. Sometimes if you are using Red Hat, we have to use exclamation. It depends on the distribution we can use. So WQ column, if you can give, it will work for any distribution. If you give only WQ, it will work for only few distributions. Okay. Anyway, WQ also it will work. No problem.
Okay.
So any questions from others? Any questions?
No, Veera,
Veera,
I'm
I have
clear.
a doubt.
Yeah. Rohini, yes, proceed.
Yeah. If my interviewer asks like what type of EC2 instance that you have used in your project, like what should I
Yeah.
answer?
Yeah. So types, right? You are talking about types, not Linux users and all, right?
Yeah, talking
The
about
types
types.
are, we don't have, so yeah, we have few types of instances. So these are different families. If I go for instance types, sorry. So we have a T series, okay? We'll drag down here. We have a T series, A series, C series, C series, and M series. So we have to understand here, the T series is for just practice purpose only. We are using for instances and launch instances. We can see here. Yeah, Freeter is only for T2 micro. This is for just practice. That's what only 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM. So definitely in the real time, your application, if you deploy 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM, no one can access. It will not give any performance. So definitely have to go for C series. So understand C series is a 16 CPUs, okay, 4 CPUs, 30 GB RAM, 72 GB RAM, 96 GB RAM. These are C series is a like very high configurations. And we can, if you can go after C series, we have a M series also will come. Yeah, D series and G series. So usually we will use C series. We use C series only for the instances for 16 CPUs and all. And M series we are regularly used for databases. So the reason we have a high configurations. So C series is for production deployments. We are using M series is for databases. So I will share the sheet, the different ranges. So depends on your application size. Okay, but not T series. T series is for just simply practice. So C or M depends on the your architect will decide. Depends on the application and the request, how many requests will come this application, how many people can access. So definitely as per the performance, we can select the type. Okay.
Okay, Veera, thank you.
Yeah.
Veera, I have a doubt.
Yes, Avanti.
In S3 bucket, we have many types, right?
Yeah, storage classes.
Yes. Mostly what type we will use in real-time projects?
Standard only. See, it depends. For example, we have a different storage classes. The main is standard and other is glacier. So standard is nothing but, so you can use now without any intimation, you can use. So whenever you can create a bucket, if you upload a file into the S3 bucket, it will consider as a standard class. The tariff will be apply standard fare only. Otherwise, so we have an archive. The archive, when we can use the archive storage, the Glacier archive. If you want to store the bulk data, the data is not required at this time. You can use the future purpose after 3 months or 6 months. In that case, you can prefer storage class as a Glacier archive. For example, we are in 2024, right? So the 2024 data is always required always. In this case, you can select standard free tab. That is default one. Sorry, standard one. That is default. When after 2024, 2025 will come, 2026 will come. In this case, 2024 data, there is no demand. Since if you are in the 2026, that kind of data we can move to different storage classes, that is Glacier. Why we need to move the Glacier? The reason, the tariff, if you move the file into the Glacier, the 1 TB data if you can store into the Glacier, the same 1 TB data if you can store into the standard class, that is default one, the tariff is more for standard default one. The tariff is very less for Glacier. But if you stores the data into the Glacier, you have to wait at least 3 months, 3 months and 4 months of the time period. After that only you can access the data. Okay, then only you will get some discount of the price benefits. Our standard, anytime you can use, anytime you can download, you can access. Standard by default, they will, you will get some pricing and all as per the standards. But Glacier, whenever you can upload the file, you have to wait for at least 3 to 4 months. After that only you can access the file. Then only you can get some discount and charges will be applied as per the Glacier. But here one thing is very important. If the file is there in the Glacier also, you can access anytime. There is no condition to wait. The file will be give access only after 4 months only. It is not like that. You are able to access the file. If you wait 3 months only, you will get benefit. Otherwise, if you access now, even if you select storage classes as a Glacier, if you access now, if I'm accessing 1 GB file, you have to pay the file 1 GB for standard fare and also Glacier fare. The reason you have selected this file for only Glacier. So you are agreed to wait for 3 months, but no, you are accessing now immediately. So whenever you can select the storage classes as a Glacier, they will apply a tariff for entire 3 months one time. And again, if you are accessing in between, you have to pay 2 costs for that file, both Glacier and standard also. If you wait for 3 months, no need to pay standard cost. We have to pay for only 3 months. But standard you can access anytime, but tariff is little more. Clear?
It's clear, Veera.
Okay, I think if you don't have any questions, we can wind up the session. So the next class will be Monday. So we'll discuss the Linux, the pending topics. Okay. Thank you guys. Happy weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Veera.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.